Marvel editor Jordan D. White was reluctant to see X-Men's Krakoa come to an end. The inaugural Krakoan age for the X-Men concluded in X-Men issue 35. However, the finale that readers experienced in this issue wasn't the original vision for the mutant nation. In this issue, Krakoa emerged from the White Hot Room, the origin of the Phoenix, located beyond the normal confines of reality, after being exiled there during the fall of X. For the inhabitants who remained on Krakoa, a period of 15 years had elapsed. Their final act was to return to Earth briefly to bid farewell, release those wishing to revert to their former lives, and gather any willing to accompany them back to the White Hot Room. Krakoa now resides in the White Hot Room, not as part of Earth, but as a sort of mutant utopia, a vision they aspire to achieve again. This, however, was not the original intention. In a discussion with AIPT during their regular X-Men Monday feature, departing X-Men editor Jordan D. White disclosed that various concepts for concluding the Krakoan narrative were considered. Initially, the idea was to keep Krakoa on Earth, possibly under the leadership of a minor character like Maggott, for instance. The plan was to maintain Krakoa's presence, albeit under the stewardship of a figure who would not demand significant attention from the new X-Men series. There was a time. Get ready, Maggott fans. You're going to be devastated. There was a time when we were talking about how we were going to pivot away from Krakoa, White mentioned. When I would talk about the future of Krakoa, I would be like, but then it's being run by President Maggott. That was my code for someone is running Krakoa who we don't have to do comics about. So I would always be like, President Maggott is handling that. We don't have to worry about that anymore. But that did not come to pass. In reality, White was opposed to ending Krakoa and wished to integrate it permanently into the Marvel Universe, even if it ceased being the central theme of the X-Men series. Yet the concept of Krakoa departing Earth, akin to a child leaving the nest, seemed more fitting as a conclusion to their tale. I mean, listen, I'll be real with you. I didn't ever want Krakoa to go away, White says. I wanted Krakoa to be a piece of Marvel forever, so it was a bummer for that not to be the case. But Kieran had a pitch that changed the nature of what Krakoa would be. And then it took a little while to land on it living in the White Hot Room. But we talked a lot about it and we went back and forth on a lot of ideas, and we landed on this one that I think works really well. It's a bittersweet ending. It's a sad ending because their child moved on beyond them. Krakoa outgrew the X-Men, but they did save it. People wanted it dead, and they fought for it, and they won. And now, the thing that they made gets to be what it wants to be, and that's not with them right now. But hopefully, it will return someday. As the Krakoan age concludes, Marvel is preparing for the X-Men from the Ashes reboot. This fresh Marvel endeavor will launch a brand new array of X-Men comics rooted in more classic, recognizable themes. Leading the charge in the From the Ashes period will be titles such as X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, and Exceptional X-Men. Additional ongoing series will feature team-oriented titles like X-Force and X-Factor, along with various new solo series spotlighting Storm, Wolverine, and Phoenix plus Nyx, a narrative focused on young mutants residing in New York City, featuring guest appearances by Miss Marvel and Laura Kinney, the other Wolverine. Marvel has also revealed 3 limited series as part of the X-Men from the Ashes collection: a 4-part Dazzler series, a 5-part Sentinel series, and a 5-part Mystique series. An exclusive X-Men from the Ashes Infinity comic will be available on Marvel Unlimited starting in June. X-Men issue 35 is currently available. X-Men from the Ashes will debut in X-Men issue 1, scheduled for release on July 10th.